I was by this tree in the last couple of weeks telling you about the fact that you give what you have. And today I've come back to emphasize that story. In the year 2024, that is last year, I experienced something that left me asking. And it has gone on and on and on and on until now. I want to share with the lovers and friends of the HagneSpace. So one day I parked somewhere in the Kigali city and I went and did my shopping. Then I came back to where I had parked. So on the streets of Kigali, we have people that do the collection of money. And so this lady told me that this car has debt of about 2,000. But on that day, I had also incurred a cost of 200 Rwanda francs, which made a total of 2,200. And so I told her, okay, please let me pay all of it. But then, courtesy, I just decided that I could bless her with something very small, a small token. And so I paid 3,000 Rwanda francs. I hadn't really thought so much about it, but I just felt like I could give it to her. So I paid 3,000. Little did I know that the difference of 800 was such a big deal to her. And what happened? I saw her praising God, blessing me in many ways, saying that, God, may you bless this woman, may you multiply her finances. She almost spoke in tongues. But anyway, it was such a good feeling, and I drove off and went home. It kept ringing in my mind, but then later I encountered something else. Recently, I shared a video asking and calling upon all of you to have courtesy to stop at the zebra crossing to let people pass. So last week, I drove the car and then I stopped at the zebra crossing and saw people crossing the road. But then there was this old man who was somehow stuck because for him, he didn't feel like he was secure yet. So I signaled him by show of hand. I signaled him and told him to cross. He was at a distance, but then he saw and then he crossed. When he reached the other side of the road, I saw him doing this, praising and doing this. To me, it meant that what I did was beyond just letting him pass. Maybe he was confused. He wasn't sure that he could cross. He had a level of doubt that he could not cross the road. So what I did actually helped him to cross, to go to the other side of the road. Now, to conclude my story of today, again, it's in the parking lot somewhere in the city. I drive in. And you know, when it's like indoor parking, sometimes you need some level of guidance so that you can park properly. So this gentleman who helped me to park, when I got out of the car, I said, waramutse, and he said, mwaramutse, murakoze cyane kumfasha. Thank you for helping me to park. And then I went. As I was pressing the elevator to go to my duties, I heard him talk to his friend. He's like, this one is special. She even greets, she even says thank you. And I'm like, oh, so good morning and thank you are so much special words for people like them, because they feel like nobody actually cares about them. Nobody wants to say thank you, nobody. He actually added and said, oh, some people come here and only they do is to abuse us. Now, as I conclude my story, I would like to encourage all of us in whichever way possible. As I started by saying, we give what we have. For example, the fruit behind me gives us fruits because that is what it has. Human beings don't have physical fruits like these ones, but we have the words that God gave us. If you can't speak words, you can use signs. You can say good morning, you can say thank you, you can tip the security person, you can tip somebody who helped you in whichever way, in whichever form. So friends of the HagneSpace, I encourage you to subscribe, to like, to share, but more so to exercise a kind heart through your givings. God bless you. Until next time.